Hey, you guys, it's day one of Strong in 75. And with day one, I wanted to be able to start off on a treadmill, but it did not come today. So it is what it is. But I definitely want to make sure I come on and record. I do have TikTok here, I do have my Facebook here. I'm going to figure it out. We got 75 days to figure out. It's really just day one. So I don't feel no type of way about it. I felt like, it would have been an easy excuse for me to say, oh, just start tomorrow. No, we're not starting tomorrow. We're starting today and we're already here. And let me start off by saying, too, during the 75 days, I just want to make sure I be honest with you guys on what I have going on. I did something similar like this when I had like a lot of stuff mentally going on that I have to just work out. I kind of do have something like that going on now. Maybe throughout the 75 days, certain things are just going to come out. I'll tell you guys about it, but it is what it is. I thought that this would be a great way for me to still have some type of connection with you all, which is why I decided to do this. And then at the same time, too, help you guys get your credit together, because that's what I'm here for. That's the main thing I want to talk about. Now, I did put a workbook together. So if you guys are on TikTok, my link is in the bio for my workbook. And with the workbook, what it is 75 days. It's something that you have to do every day. And think of this as like a boot camp in a way, or something where you really got to just lock in. Because if you miss a day with everything that you have to do, then you really got to not move on to the next day. But I'm going to move on to the next day because I'm not going to mess this up. And throughout this time, too. So, matter of fact, before I talk about it, let's actually start looking at the workbook and go to day one so that we can go from there. And my little ones are up. So if you guys hear them, it is what it is. This is real life. Y'all like family now. Y'all gotta understand that. Okay, so this is what we're working with. So this is the workbook that I put together. This is my welcome. It basically talk about what we're going to be doing throughout this process. I believe you guys is strongin75.com. I believe you guys can do credit 15 to be able to get 15% off. But this is our welcome. It talks about what we're going to do. If you have the workbook, you can read it more. You can kind of screenshot it now and read it. But I am recording this live. Hopefully my treadmill is supposed to be here. Hopefully my treadmill will be here tomorrow, and then I'll be able to walk. And we're just going straight into what we got to do. And if you guys already had a workbook, you should be talking about what you did that day and be asking me questions. So this is basically how it's going to work. So I can barely see what that says. I have this old folder that I had previously, this little binder thing. I had this old binder. So what I did was I printed it out in just black and white. Like I just printed out in straight black and white, all of the pages. You can see I just printed everything out and I just put it in here. I suggest you guys do the same. I am working to get it added to Amazon though, where you guys can actually have a book. But for right now, we got to just get it and we got to do what we got to do. You guys can also use your iPad and write in it. So this is basically what the first page is. And this is that welcome that I just showed you all. And then this is the rules of it. So let me go over the rules. We're on day one. Let's go over it. So day 0. Today you're supposed to set your goals. We're going to go over that. Set your goals. You got to make sure you take a before photo because it's about fitness. I do want to lose some weight. Let me just, because I couldn't, let me show my body too, thinking about that, since I couldn't show my photo. I couldn't weigh myself, and I didn't take my photo yet. I'm going to take my photo after this, but let me show kind of where I'm at right now, if I can. Okay, like this little bit, what I need to work on, my pooch, I should say. But this is where I'm at. I already have a mandatory thing that I'm required to do. I think for myself that I did for the rest of my life, I'm going to do a 5K at least every month. So I haven't did my 5K for this month. I'm going to make sure I post that for you all when I do it. But take your before photos so you can see what you look like. And then you can also take an after photo. And then you also have to make sure that you weigh yourself. I tried to weigh myself. I think I need to get some new batteries for my scale because my scale said 155, then it said 156, 157. And I'm like, which one am I? Because my goal is to get to 150. Last time I checked, I was 161. So it is what it is with that. We're going to see. And then every day you have to check your credit score. So check on Credit Karma, and you can journal. You got to journal it right in here too, so you can see the progress. It's going up and down like the stock market. You got to check your credit score every day. Credit Karma, and then on Experian, you can also see it for free there. And then that's really the main thing. So every day you got to write in your journal, which we have here. You got to do at least one workout per day. I plan to work out while I'm live with you all, but like I said, um, my treadmill, my little walking treadmill didn't come today like I wanted to. You got to drink a gallon of water. I still have one more bottle of water to drink. I believe a gallon of water is 6 bottles of water. I believe 6 or 8. I believe it's 6. If it's 8, then I got 3 more bottles. But I got one more bottle of water to drink today. Stay alcohol free, and I just have my I just have some cranberry juice right here. So no water at all. I would love to have some wine and just wind down and not do anything, but no alcohol. Make sure you journal using the prompts that's in here. We're going to go over what today's is, and make sure you check your credit score and your weight every day. I suggest that you guys check your weight in the morning. Like when you first go to the bathroom, check your weight at that time, and make sure you guys using the same scale and you guys checking your weight at the same time so you can see what's going to happen with your weight. You can be able to actually track it really good, and then complete whatever credit task that you have for the day. Just make sure that you tracking everything. If you're not writing in your journal, you can't go on to the next day. I'm telling you, it's one of them things where you have to buckle down and do this. And you're going to see I'm going to be talking about this every day for the next 75 days. I think our last day is going to be July 30th. So this is something that's not going to be easy, but at the end of this, I believe that if you really do this right, there's no way you shouldn't see each credit bureau go up at least 60 points, if not more, because we're going hard with our credit. So each credit bureau should at least go up 60 points. You should be able to, we financing things throughout here. I'm going to tell y'all, hey, it's time for you to get a credit card. It's time for you to get that car if you want the car. It's time for you to get this, that. We're going to be getting all this stuff throughout this process. And if you guys were looking to probably get a mortgage or wait to get your car, hopefully you guys will be able to do that after this is complete. If you miss a day, you guys, do not move on. All of this stuff is necessary, and I took a lot of time putting this stuff together, and you're going to see as I post it here. And I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this thing, and I'm going to actually just open it normal so that I can actually scroll through and read it all with you all. And then make sure you guys stay connected. You guys show me the stuff that you guys or your credit score going up. Do hashtag strong in 75. And I say strong in 75 because in 75 days, I want you guys to be strong. I want to be strong myself. I just want to make sure that I really take the time to be consistent with this thing. And that's why I said that I really wanted to make sure that I recorded this with you all. So I got 3 screens. So if y'all see me looking everywhere, I got TikTok down here. Then I got 3 screens right here. So let me see. I want to make sure I make this a little bit smaller so that I can share it, because let's get right on into day one, because it should be a 45-day live, a 45 minute live. You guys ask questions, and yeah, we can just go from there. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's get right on into it. And if you guys are on TikTok, I do suggest that you guys watch on Facebook or watch on YouTube. I'm going to make sure I have all of these things that I'm doing with the live. I'm actually going to add it as a playlist. So for the people that maybe you come in at day 26, you can start over at day 1 as if we're together for day 1. So let's get into it, and then I'm going to start telling you guys some other things that I'm going to be doing throughout the process. I'm just going to shoot y'all like my best friend. I'm just keeping a track record of like what I have going on, basically. That's basically how this is going to go. So let me go ahead and share this screen. Okay, perfect. Share it. Add it here. Okay, perfect. So here we are here. So here is our welcome. We already talked about that. If you guys have the workbook, don't forget, let me add the banner here. Workbook at strongin75.com. Okay, so dang, I didn't mean to do that. Rename it. Copy. Okay, add the banner. Okay, perfect. Let me see if this is gonna do right. Okay, there we go. It's doing it right. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is the welcome. If you guys have the journal, you can actually read it. This is our to-do list that I already talked about. So this is where you guys are going to put your before and your after photo. So with the before and after photo, I am going to coupon. If you guys seen my short that I put out, my couponing area is a mess. I'm going to start doing a little couponing tomorrow, because I'm just short on so much. It's stuff look a mess. So I'm going to start couponing. And if you guys are going to coupon with me, because I am going to talk about it, and I'm going to coupon on Sundays. That's the day I want to coupon, but I'm going to coupon tomorrow just to get the deals for this week. And then you guys can go to Walgreens and print out a photo. And if you're couponing at Walgreens like I am, you guys are going to get extra $5 off of $15, which is going to be good for couponing. That means that you're going to get so much, you're going to get $5 free basically. And so your before photo, the one that you're taking today, day one, make sure you put it right here. And then your after on a 75th day, then you're going to put that here. Now we need to create some SMART goals. So this is what you guys should do when you first get your journal. You guys can jump into it if you're like, I need to get this stuff going. You can jump into it and create your SMART goals. So what I want you to do, I want you to create one goal for your credit, one goal for your body, and then one goal for your mind. As I told you guys, one of my goals is I really just want to be 150 pounds. That's my ideal weight right now. I just want to get down to 150. Last time I checked, I was 161. So I got it to lose 11 pounds in 75 days. So what I would do for number 2, I will put my body goals. And I have to make sure I be specific. I want to weigh 150 pounds by July 30th, 2025, technically when we're actually starting it originally. I don't know when you guys are probably watching it because I got to think about people that's replaying it. And then measurable, achievable, relevant, and then time bound. So again, time bound by July 30th. Measurable. I need to make sure I lose 11 pounds. So I can break it down like 2 pounds a week. Well, how many weeks is that technically? Like 7 weeks, a pound and a half, or, I can break it down like that, or just a pound a week and a pound and a half, and then I'll get there. And achievable, relevant. So remember, you have to do something for credit, one for your body, and then one for your mindset. So you pick all your specific things. I don't know if I'm going to go over my journal after this. I don't know. But you guys pick your specific thing that you want to actually do. Now, this is day one. This is the thing that we really have to do today. So you got to write 3 things that you're grateful for. And I'm going to say the 3 things that I'm grateful for is that I'm alive, for sure. I'm grateful for the knowledge that I have right now, and I'm grateful for my family. I'm going to just put that as my 3 things. I don't care what it is, you guys. You're going to switch it up every day. You're going to switch it up. Usually when I journal, I put different things right there. I might just say I'm grateful to be able to eat today or something, because doing this process, I am doing a 1 meal per day thing too, to make sure I slim down. And I used to be vegan, and after my last baby, he took me out. So I'm trying to kind of go back towards being vegan or a more healthier lifestyle. So I might just be happy to be able to eat an extra meal, or eat a bigger meal or something that day. And I am using my Fitness Pal. We're going to go over that later on. I can give you guys my Fitness Pal so that you guys, if you want to start tracking my Fitness Pal with me, we can do that together. Make sure you guys put the date right here, and then you need to say whether or not you drank your gallon of water. Yes or no. While you're in, yes or no. Did you exercise the 45 minutes? Because that's what's mandatory. You got to exercise the 45 minutes. Yes or no. Because that's what you have to do. So let's get into the nitty gritty. The thing that we need to do today, we always going to have something to do today. It's something where you got to buckle down and do it. If you can't do this for yourself, don't expect anybody else to do it for you. That's going to be a key thing. So A credit score basically is a 3-digit number. Your credit score can be all the way from 300 to 850. It can actually be more than that and be 900 because or 950 because everybody get to come up with their own credit score. Basically, some of these companies take your credit reports and they come up with their own credit score for you. So the higher your score is, the better your credit is. Now, having a good credit score or a bad credit score, no matter what your credit score is, depending on your credit, is going to affect the loans that you get, the credit cards you get, the apartments you get, even like the jobs in most cases. So improving your credit score can actually lower your interest rates, and it can increase your financial opportunities and give you more control over your money. So today we're going to reflect on what a credit score means to us and why improving it is a priority to us. So you want to write down what's your current credit score and what's the last time you checked it. Last time I checked my credit score was today, so I'm going to just journal about this. You can see down here, I want you to put your Experian credit score right here, TransUnion, Equifax, and then put your weight right here. Every day you need to do it. You need to go on Credit Karma. I don't care if it didn't change, still put it there, okay? So make sure you guys are logging that. And so we got to write down what our current credit scores is. And the last time we checked it, list 3 ways that our credit score has impacted our life. So if you tried to get a loan and you wasn't able to get it, please put it here. Whatever it is, just put it here, whether it's good or bad. My credit score in fact impacted my life because my coupon, and I use my Walgreens credit card for it. So it impacted my life in a great way because now I get all these rewards, all this money that I can use at Walgreens. So I'm able to get so many free products. So that was a good thing, how it impacted how my credit score impacted me. And write why improving your credit score matters. So definitely write why improving your credit score is going to matter. That's the third thing you have to do. Set a reminder to check your credit score monthly. Just pick a date right now, because after the 75 days, you're not necessarily doing this journal anymore. I want you guys to have something in your phone where you're always doing it. It's like a reminder. Let me give you an example. I don't know if you guys have heard of, I'm not even gonna mess up her last name, but Coach Stormy. I listened to one of her interviews years ago, and I still have it in my phone that on the 28th of every month, I need to listen to that interview because it fired me up. It was an interview that she did with Inside the Vault with Ash Cash, and I still have it in my phone as a reminder. Like on the 28th, it pops up on my phone in my calendar. I put it on a monthly recurring thing in my phone. It tells me on the 28th, you need to listen to that interview. And I just like that because it grounds me, and it just motivated me so much. So just make sure you set a reminder in your phone, right? That's going to be on the 1st of the month, the 15th of the month, the 30th of the month. Set that reminder. And make sure you take a screenshot or a record of your starting credit score as of day one. So just take a screenshot so that you guys can reference it when you're like, oh my gosh, my credit scores did go up. You actually have proof of it because you have an actual screenshot of it. So that's going to be nice. And you have some area here. So go ahead and write anything that you have to write down based off of what's up here. Go ahead and write that stuff down. Now, that's just day one. So what you need to make sure that you're doing on day one is you have to make sure that you filling all of this stuff in for day one, recording what your credit scores is, what your weight is. Every day you're not going to have stuff to do. Some days I'm like repeating the same thing. Like, let me give y'all an example. Let me skip to a day just to show you. Okay, so how to dispute? Oh, let's not do let's not do them for right now. Let's do Equifax. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so how to dispute Equifax. So on day 11, we're going to talk about how to dispute Equifax. And it's also going to talk about actually disputing your account with Equifax. So I have a free dispute letter on Rakita.com. This is the day on day 11 where we're going to send a letter to Equifax and we're going to dispute the account. And I do suggest that no matter what, when you guys are doing this, please take it serious and send everything certified mail. So when I say send it all certified mail, this is the actual certified receipt. Please send y'all stuff certified mail. And we're going to talk about this more because one of the things that I'm going to talk about is possibly taking legal action against these companies. Don't forget, I am going to law school next year, so and it's all about credit. I'm going to law school for credit, so I'm going to continue to talk about credit and how important it is for us to fight back. So please send everything certified mail. Make sure you include your account number, your phone number is and exactly what's incorrect on there. They got 30 days to investigate it. So that's something that you have to do on that day. So that's day 11. Sometimes I'm just going to repeat it, like right here, how to write a basic dispute letter. So it's going to basically tell you how to do it and tell you to get it done. So you might have a few days, because for writing a dispute letter, I think I spaced it out where it's one bureau per month. Oh, actually, let's see where this starts. This start on day 8. Let me see. Yeah, so this start on day 8, basically. And you see on day 8, we talk about the common errors that lower your credit score. And we talk about disputing things, certified mail. And then we go day 9, is Experian. Day 10, TransUnion. Day 11, Equifax. And then day 12, a basic dispute letter. What to send with a dispute letter. So we go from day 8 to day 14 where we actually tracking it. But day 14 gonna be very specific. It's gonna be very, very specific. But that's a little bit about what we're gonna have coming up. I also, at the end of the week, I do have a section for notes. So after every 7 days, you can actually scroll through and put any extra notes that you need to put down, any reminders for yourself that you need to put down. And then also we have a weekly reflection. So take that time to reflect. Be proud of yourself. Like, what changes have you seen in your credit, your body, your mind this week? What felt hard? What surprised me? And then what would I keep doing next week? Like, what's working for you? And what's working for me so far is don't eat until after 12. I have my tea that I'm making, which is my it's some smooth move. I don't know if I'm going to have it the whole time, but it is the tea that I'm making. My daughter had gave me this because I do love Moana. I swear I think I'm Moana. I'm a Voyager. But definitely I'm doing my tea. I'm going to drink that at night. I'm going to make sure I just drink a lot of bottled water. If I feel hungry, I'm going to just have a piece of fruit. That's it, just a piece of fruit. I'm not going to have anything else if I feel hungry. That's what's working for me. Now, at the end of the week, I'm going to make sure I track it to say what's actually working and just go from there, basically. But that is basically what we're going to do at the end of the week. We're going to have a reflection. And I want you guys to keep in mind that you can see right here, we have a lot of days, and I'm just scrolling through because I want to show you guys something random. Like day 30, we're going to be talking about utilization. And so at this time, you're going to add up all your credit card balances, divide the total, and then also I'm going to show you guys how to go on Credit Karma and look at it. So this is a full-on credit thing, you guys. Don't start this unless you're going to buckle down and do it. And I want to be able to see who actually followed along from day 1 all the way to day 75. So I'm going to make sure I continue to go live with you all. And if you guys ever have any questions, make sure you guys put them in the comments. And if I'm live and you ain't got no questions about this, maybe you're on my membership or something like that, go ahead and ask them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. I just want to see what else we got in here. So what's day 43? So day 43 is the best day to pay for a max score boost. So we're going to talk about what's the best day to pay off y'all credit cards, basically. And I'm going to teach you guys how to find out what's your closing day, what's your due date, and things like that. We're going to be putting stuff on auto pay. By the end of this, you guys, y'all should have some stuff locked in with y'all credit. Seriously. Day 52, how to use self and kickoff properly. Those are credit building things. If you guys are past the self and kickoff, that means you got a day off. Okay. You can write whatever you want to write right here. Just say I am blessed to not have to use self and kickoff. Okay. And just make sure you put the 3 things you're grateful for, put the date, put whether you drunk your gallon of water, yes or no, and then if you exercise for your 45 minutes. And then make sure no matter what you track what your credit score is at the time and what your weight is at the time. So I'm going to track my credit score today because I can look at that today. But my weight, I just don't want to put nothing down right there because I'm going to be disappointed if that's not the real weight. I'm going to go and give me some new AAA batteries tomorrow. And I'm going to come back and reflect on what my weight is. And I'm going to still take my photo today in a video of myself. Oh, day 61. By this time, we'd already sent in disputes to the credit bureaus. Let me actually come closer so you guys can see my face because it's serious business right here. By this time, we already sent in disputes to the credit bureaus. That's something that we already did by this time. By day 61, we had already sent in disputes to the credit bureaus. All this is about is suing for FCRA violations. It's just a starter guide. So this is basically what you're doing in this packet. Or let me reflect on this. I can't talk too much. I just want to be clear though, so that you guys can really take this serious. And I'm not going to pull y'all leg about none of this. The reason why I made sure, or not, I want to say made sure, when I was going through this, when I was going through this workbook that I created, when I was going through this, I was thinking to myself that in here, you're reflecting on how you were damaged by your credit. You were reflecting on what was your credit score, what was your dispute process. I teach you guys how to keep a track of this. You're sending in disputes. And if you guys haven't been in a membership, I taught to you guys about how you guys can go after these companies and how I have went after the companies. So at this point, I'm to creditors, collection companies, and the 3 credit bureaus. It's public records that I do have a settlement with Equifax. I do have a settlement with TransUnion. I'm still in the works right now because I do have an active lawsuit, which is why I cannot talk to you guys about certain things, but I cannot wait till I'll be able to talk about something. I just don't want to talk right now because it's just a lot of stuff that's going on with the case, and I don't want to openly talk about it until it's like completely closed. But going through the process with suing these companies, it's public records that TransUnion tried to silence me and say what I can and can't say because they don't want me to put the information out there. And if I don't want to say the wrong things. If I can just be honest on certain things, I just feel like this workbook right here is just going to solidify so many things, and it's going to show, and that's why I make sure I fill it out. It just show the damage that's being done to people in terms of their credit. I'm not a lawyer. Can I give you guys legal advice? But what I have found is that when suing for the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is a federal statute, which means you can go to state court or you can go to federal court. If you go to state court, they can technically move it to federal court. And oh my gosh, I was so scared to even do that. I remember a few years back, I had sued Midland and we settled, but I was so scared, you guys, when I did that. So when I was in state court, when I sued them, I said, hey, I want $8,000. I want you to delete this from my credit reports, and I never want you to talk about me owing you any money anymore. But when I sued them in state court, they removed it to federal court, and I was so scared. But now, since I've been really educating myself, I'm not so scared at the process anymore. It's just stressful. The process is very, very stressful, and I do feel like it's some type of secret society where people don't really want to talk about it. I don't know why they don't really talk about it as much. But let me get to the point. What I have found when I was doing my workbook was that it's certain things that the judge is going to want to see. He's going to want to see how you were affected. Did you send out disputes? And is there any evidence of how you were affected? And there's so many instances in this workbook where where we are reflecting on what credit couldn't you get, or did you get any denials? What credit cards did you apply for? Keep your denials. And I'm teaching you guys too also the process of getting you all a folder and putting it all like I'm teaching you guys how to, let me see if I can pull this folder out of here. It's got a lot of stuff in here that's not necessary to you all, but I'm teaching you guys how to get a folder and just throw all your stuff in there. And, you know, whether you want to do the case yourself or get a lawyer, your lawyer going to appreciate that you just threw everything in there. But during this process, we're doing all of this. Like, I really wish that I would have been able to have something like this guide me through. And I never realized how much, if you guys are really, like, I was talking to somebody today, because I don't want to be too specific. I was talking to somebody today and they were talking about filing bankruptcy. And I made the comment that if I knew about suing the credit bureaus and suing the companies and how to do it, I would never, ever file bankruptcy. I wouldn't, because I know there's certain laws. And to me, with suing, which is day 61, we're going to go over it. And by day 61, I better be good. I better be good with all the companies. Basically, I have 2 more left, and then I could be able to know what I can say and what I cannot say. But by day 61, we're going to talk about the suing. But if you guys were to, well, let me say this. With me, what I have found is, I just want to make sure I'm correct with what I'm saying. Y'all could understand, like, you can't say certain things. When it come down to lawsuits, you have confidentiality agreements, and it's public records too, that TransUnion fought me again on what I can and cannot say. And the judge made it very, very clear that I can't tell you what I got, but I can tell you that we had an actual lawsuit with a settlement, and I just don't want to cross that line. So if I'm pausing too much, it's just that it's a touchy subject, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I want to make sure that I am very clear with you all. But what I'm trying to say is, with what I know now, this is way better than the bankruptcy. It will feel like a bankruptcy if I'm saying that correctly. In terms of, remember, when I say I sued Midland, I asked them for $8,000. I told them, don't even talk to me about this debt anymore. These were the things, and deleted from my credit report. Y'all, what more can y'all ask for? These are the things that I asked for with Midland. So, like, what more could you possibly ask for? You're not even getting that in a bankruptcy. So if you do chapter 13 bankruptcy, you're basically going to be paying back certain debts. You know, you're going to have some type of plan. You're going to be paying things back. Chapter 7, they're getting rid of the debt, but they're not taking it off your credit report. They're not, and they're not going to give you a check. They're going to be like, okay, we're going to get rid of the debt, because that was one of the things I wanted. I want a check. I want to get rid of the debt, and I want them to no longer collect. So they're going to no longer collect, but they're not going to delete it from your credit reports, and they're not going to give you a check. So imagine learning all of this, you guys. And that's why I really dedicated myself to going to law school. And I already have part of my graduation. I am going to be graduating with my bachelor's and going to law school next year. But this was my cap. It looked like it kind of got beat up. I'm going to make sure I be a future lawyer, because I know this. And if you guys, which we're going to do it today, I want you guys to really listen to me with day 1. And that's why I don't want you guys to skip the steps, because you're going to miss so much. Listen with me. If you guys take this very, very serious, everything that people want with a bankruptcy, I just feel like you guys are going to get that plus more. That's all I'm going to say about that. You're going to get that plus more as long as you follow these different steps. And we're going to go through all of the steps basically naturally, by doing our disputes and applying for credit. We're doing everything naturally. And I'm going to tell you guys more of the steps, but I want you guys to understand it. I really want you guys, while you're going through the process, to really take this serious. Don't take this as a joke. Don't think that this is not something that's real. Seriously. I saw, and let me give you, I'm going to start talking more about certain cases, but it was one case that stood out to me a lot, right? So I have found the case, because again, I gotta look up cases because I have my thing going on, and I'm going to continue to look up cases, because guess who's gonna be a lawyer? Me. But I looked up a case, and tell me if this sounds familiar to you guys ever at all. So it was this one case where it was a couple. I guess what the wife didn't speak English or something like that. She had a debt, and she paid $100 on the debt, and she called the collection company and asked them, hey, how much do I owe? They told her one balance, and they subtracted the $100 from that balance, right? They subtracted the $100. So say, I'm not gonna give you the specifics because I don't remember it, but I just want to start talking about some of this stuff because the main thing is credit with this. So you guys need to take this stuff serious. And then if you guys see like, Rakita, this is my problem, you can further say, well, I can see this is exactly what's going on with me, because you'll know your own situation more than everybody else. But say she owed $500, but she paid $100. So when she called the collection company, they said, hey, you owe $400 now. And they said, hey, just send it to me in writing. I just need to get in there writing. So when they sent it to her in writing, it says she owed $500. She ended up winning her lawsuit, which is amazing. She ended up winning her lawsuit, and the judge gave her money. And I'm pretty sure part of it was she got money. Can y'all imagine that though? Like, that's something sounds simple, don't it? Like, oh, they just gave you a piece of paper with a different amount after you call. So what? No. I found these companies cannot misrepresent how much you actually owe. That's one of the things with, for the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So the judge gave her money. I'm pretty sure that account is not on her credit report, and they can no longer collect on that debt anymore. And she had a lawyer, so her lawyer was paid, so she didn't have to worry about that. They paid those lawyer fees. But I'm gonna come back and tell y'all little stories like this. That way, if you see any of this going on with you, then you can be able to say something or do something about it, and you can be able to track this in your journal. Keep this thing. And I realized too is another thing I realized is that writing things inside of this journal, um for like this, we're talking about common violation. They ignoring disputes. A lot of times you're going to see when you send out dispute letters, the credit bureau is just ignoring you. That's not that's common. They always doing it, and that's why they're settling with people. They re-report and deleted items, or they have inaccurate updates. So you want to make sure you document everything, and you want to do dispute letters, responses, and you want to keep all this stuff for your case. And then you can consult with an attorney, or you can start it yourself in small claims, which is what I did. I just basically started the case myself. But again, I'm looking back on it. This is my third lawsuit with suing. So it's not nothing as hard for me. And I actually took classes on these different things too, like how to write a complaint and things like that. But I do have something that I put together that is behind the scenes. But if you guys show that you're serious about this, I will surely show you this stuff seriously, without a problem. But all you have to do is just document it. And also in this whole process too, you're going to talk about how you got denials. I realized that when it come down to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they want to see damages. With all lawsuits, they want to be able to see damages. So when it come down to damages, they want to see denials. And I realized too that if you want to get some bigger bucks, and I'm just not realizing this because the judge is like, okay, well, usually we want to give you 1,000 or 2,000 if they mess over you. But you know how good that would be if you know, if they give you $1,000 or $2,000 and they delete it from your credit reports, and they not trying to come after you for that debt no more, that's a win. That, like I'm saying, that would be better than bankruptcy, right? But if you were to show your emotional distress, or you show certain things that I'm learning, like you lost your job. Some people have government jobs where they have to keep good credit. You lost your job that was a good job, or you got kicked out of a house, or you couldn't find housing. These are big things. So I just want you guys to really take this stuff serious. We're almost at our 45-minute mark. I don't think I have any questions, which is fine. This is just day one. I'm going to get ready for my couponing tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do right now. My goal is to start getting my stockpile together, because I'm like, what the heck is going on? Something mentally has to be going on with me that my stockpile look like this. It's a mess, and it's empty and a mess. I think I found like 3 bottles of detergent I didn't even know I had. I got another one at the time. Like, I need to clean this up. I'm going couponing, but this is just day one, you guys. Again, let's go over day one really quickly before we get out of here. I want you guys to take this stuff serious. Lock in. Do not start this until you can lock in, okay? And this is going to be hard. I haven't wrote out my day one yet, but I'm going to go ahead and write out my day one. So please lock in. Okay, please lock in and know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a battle, but we're going to get it done. So make sure you guys do your SMART goals. That's something you guys got to do. And number one can be for credit, number two can be for your body, and number three can be for your mindset. So go ahead and fill that out today. And then day one reflection. Make sure you guys write down what's your current credit score and what's the last time you checked it. You can write that down here and write what your weight is that day, because we want to lose weight too during this process. Our credit, mind, we want to do our credit, our mind, and our body. I almost forgot it that fast. And then another thing is we want to list 3 ways that our credit score has impacted our life. Please focus. I would say put the bad part mainly. And if you only got good stuff, you're really here for the body part of it, and for consistency and to stay focused, then you can just put the good if that's all you've been having. Congratulations to you for sure. And then write why improving your credit score is going to be good for you right now, why it matter. Make sure you guys set a reminder. This is the biggest part. Set a reminder to check your credit score monthly. Just check it. Set a reminder. So when I say set a reminder, I mean just go to your calendar and pick a day where it's going to be the 1st of the month, the 15th of the month, the 30th of the month. Just pick a day that you're going to actually um check your credit. So wait, somebody asked a question. I don't want to miss it. Will the live videos be posted to watch again? Yes, the live videos will be posted on the YouTube channel, and I'm making it into a playlist, because everybody not like, I'm gonna be on day 2 tomorrow, but people gonna start coming in a week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Next year they gonna start it. So I'm definitely gonna have it as a YouTube playlist as Strong in 75. Rakita, you're gonna be able to find it. So just go to my YouTube channel. You're gonna be able to find it if you guys are on TikTok. And I'm actually showing everything on YouTube. This is probably just going to be for now too, because I'm going to be on the treadmill next time I talk to you guys, going over all these different things, teach you guys about credit. But right now, it's not here. It is what it is. We got to get it done. I already I would say I started myself. I had my 1 meal per day today, and I'm ready to get my body together and my mind together. So I'm here for it and help you guys get your credit together. So make sure you set that reminder though to check your credit score monthly. I love this. I definitely be locked in. I'm finally in my career, so my credit is my next major goal, to get a house. Yes, that is good, Janelle. Like, I hope I'm saying your name right. What time each day would you be live? I'm not going to lie about if I'm going to be able to know what time I'm going to be live. I think I want to go live early in the day, so that way you will have it. But for sure, I got to have a video posted by 5. So, I'll be live by 5. Whoever get the workbook, I'm going to put everybody into a group chat. And in a group chat, I'm going to get personal because I'm doing couponing and stuff like that. But I found all my couponing videos on YouTube. That's how I'm able to get like free toothbrushes, toothpastes, get my laundry detergent for $1 and stuff like that. I need to stock my stuff up because I remember I had like 20 laundry detergents, 30 toothpastes, and toothbrushes. I'm giving all this. I'm handing the stuff out. So I'm going to have a group chat. So I'm going to most likely tell the group chat exactly when I'm going to go live. And I'll know by who actually got the journal, who to add to the group chat. Or maybe it'll just be an email too. I haven't decided what that's going to be, but I don't know the set time, but I know by 5 o'clock because I'm required. That's a mental thing I did. I need to post a video every day by 5 o'clock because I see how much it helped people. So I'm going to have that video out before 5 o'clock. And then you got to make sure that you take a screenshot or record your starting credit score. So just take a screenshot of, again, we're going to Credit Karma and we're getting our TransUnion or Equifax credit score today. And going forward too, it's free. So go to Credit Karma, get TransUnion and Equifax, and then go to Experian. Get the Experian app. They'll give you your credit score. And even if it don't change, put what your credit score is that day. So if your credit score is 590 today and it's 590 tomorrow, just put it down. It's just about accountability. That's all. You're trying to be accountable. That's all this is. So I want you to make sure that you're putting it down, and then you'll put it down here. And don't forget to journal any notes that you have. You can see this day 1. Remember, after every 7 days, you're going to have additional space to write certain things down, and you can write any notes. Like, say if I'm going live and I just start talking about, I just talked about suing and things like that, then you can go ahead and just put the notes in there, like, ooh, Rakita said this, let me add that, for something that you want to do. um, Talk about, oh, follow up with Rakita about the coupon, and follow up with Rakita about this and that. And I am going to post also clip it for the 75 days. I'm going to post it on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook as a short, whatever I can post, whatever I remember to post. But it's going to be a full-time thing that I'm going to technically have to do. But I'm very, very excited about it. But that's day one, you guys. That's all we have to do for day one. We technically have 45 minutes to do a workout. I'm going to do 2 workouts per day. I'm going to ride my bike once, and I'm going to do a walk. I'm technically still not supposed to run, but I am a runner. I have not been cleared to really run, but when I go do my runs, which I'm doing once per month, I don't care if I gotta walk. I remember one time I hurt my back so much, I was the last one to complete the race, but guess who got a medal, and guess who still got it done, because I wanted to do no excuses at all. So I'm going to make sure I post those different things for you all, and maybe we can meet up somewhere and do a run together, or whatnot, or maybe I can teach you guys how to find runs that's up in your state. But I'm very, very excited about this. This is day one. Take this serious. I cannot stress it enough. I know this is going to be amazing. I know by the end of this, if you really take it serious, especially if your credit score is in a 500, you can really see your credit scores go to mid 600s, if not 700s, if you really buckle in. If I say you need 3 credit cards and you only got 2, and you need to apply for a third one that day, you need to go on my website, rakita.com. Y'all know I literally spent January to May right now, and I'm still not done talking about the credit cards. Talking about a credit card every single day. Do y'all know how many credit cards that is? How many days have you been right now? So it's some credit card that's out there, and if I say you need to do that day, don't go to sleep until it's done. I don't care what time you guys have to go to sleep. You guys need to look up David Goggins, because that's the one that started teaching me a certain mindset. Let me see if I had that book in here. Okay, I don't have it. I don't have it up behind me right now. I need to put it up there. But research David Goggins. Like, no excuses. Seriously, I don't want to hear no excuses, and I'm not going to give myself no excuses. My goal is to go live. That's why I said I don't know what time I'm going to go live, because I might just go live first thing in the morning, because I know I'm having a bad day and I want to get it out the way. I don't know. It's going to be a tough road, but we're going to get this done no matter what. And don't forget, take a screenshot of where you at, so at the end you can talk about where you want to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it in. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. You guys can call me at 833 Rakita. That's my phone number, 833, and then my name. Call me there, text me there. Most likely my assistants are answering that, because I am very busy, and I told you guys in the beginning of the video, I just have some mental things I need to work out. But by the end of the 75 days, I'm gonna have it together. That's my mind piece. Like, I'm gonna have it together by the end of 75 days, because I'm gonna get so much stuff off my plate. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys lock in. I'll see